Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see. Monkeys!
This is Historic Brawl. Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and yes, I know what day it is. It's not Sunday, and it's not Monday, and I'm doing Historic Brawl anyway. Why? Because there are bans coming to Standard, and they will shake up the format, and looking at the decks I want to play, the brews that I'm struggling to make good, they'll probably be a lot better and more interesting in a post-ban format. Also, since we don't know what is getting banned right now, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go making a video with a bunch of cards that are just going to get banned and get you guys crafting that. So I'm probably going to do more Historic Brawl this week. I don't know if it will be all Historic Brawl. It might be though, but definitely can chill on the Standard a little bit and let the bans shake out and then figure out where to go from there, because I think it will make Standard more interesting either way. All right, enough about that. And besides, if you want to watch Standard videos, I've only released about 2,000. You can go back through as many as you want to. I promise you probably haven't watched all of them. If you have, leave me a comment. You're cool. Holy crap. Anyway, Sheoldred, Historic Brawl. The 5-mana Sheoldred from March of the Machines. I am having so much fun with this deck. There are many different mono black decks in Historic Brawl that approach the format in many different ways. You can play little low to the ground sacrifice with Jadar. You can play Yawgmoth for like super powerful sacrifice. You can play a Sararak for combo. You can play the 4-mana Sheoldred and go for like some combo kills slash just toxicity. But this Sheoldred, this one with the saga on the back, the True Scriptures, is a particularly interesting one because it's removal in the command zone. As long as you can afford to cast your commander, you are never without Planeswalker slash creature removal. You know what Planeswalkers and creatures are in Historic Brawl? Commanders. You are never, let me just stress that again. You are never without commander removal, as long as you can afford to cast your commander and you keep the opponent's board relatively clean, because it does say that they don't sacrifice a token creature or planeswalker. It has to be a non-token, but if they have other tiny creatures, you will have to remove them. So this deck, at first I just started out with a bunch of the typical good black cards, spot removal, discard cards, and what I learned was the real bottleneck became mana. So I have basically a mono black ramp deck that powers up to absurd amounts of mana, going through all these mana rocks up to like Key to the Archive, Gilded Lotus, Dreamstone Hedron? Yeah, and powers out really powerful spells like Hoarding Broodlord, Grizzlebrand, Cityscape Lever, Portal to Phyrexia, Ulamog, Emrakul. Why do we need to go such lengths where most of the time in good honest commander, just making them cast their commander a few times finishes the game? Oh, I'll tell you why. Because Atraxa, Etali, and other endless value piles of commanders people are happy to recast, and your commander doesn't break even. You have to go over the top. You have to outpower them. You have to outvalue them. You have to do big things to win in this format. One of the biggest and best things is Breach the Multiverse. What holds back Sheoldred Chapter 2? The requirement is that the opponent has 8 cards in their graveyard, and while sometimes that happens just from blowing up their stuff, most of the time it doesn't happen quickly or easily on its own. But the point you want to be at in the game is where you're not only casting Sheoldred and making them sacrifice something, you're also transforming Sheoldred, sometimes on the same turn, and killing something else, and becoming the True Scriptures. That's how you really become this endless value engine that takes over the game. So in order to fill their graveyard, we have Breach the Multiverse, the best way to fill their graveyard. I could run a whole bunch of other cards like Mesmeric Orb and Altar of Dementia and fill their graveyard that way, but nothing is better as a mill card than Breach in your already rampy deck. So we have a bunch of tutors. We got Grim Tutor. We've got, yeah, where'd my tutors go? I got Demonic Bargain, which is a little risky, but hey, taking Emrakul instead is never bad. We got Wishclaw Talisman. Most of the time, your target for a tutor is going to be Breach the Multiverse, because then you cast that, your opponent has a full graveyard, then the next time you play Sheoldred, you're both making them sack something and transforming it to kill something targeted. And then on you go. It's a lot of fun. I've talked about it a lot because I like doing these Historic Brawl intros, because I feel like there's so much more to deck building than can be explained in bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. But we're going to kill stuff, then we're going to play big monster boom booms. You're going to love it. Let's dive in. Let the Historic Brawl nonsense begin. We're against Etali. You could keep this hand on the draw if you wanted to, but I'm going to mulligan it because nowadays they have turn 1 Ragavan all the time. And I have a Fatal Push here. No ramp though, so that is scary. Hopefully the arena will get us there. Okay, Mystic, also worth killing. Bard class. Yeah, it's an option. I don't really like it in Etali because it doesn't reduce the cost by 2, only 1, but it's a thing you can do. The arena. 4 mana. Do you have the ramp? Land destruction? Really? Okay. As if your deck needed it. They did double bottom, and we immediately draw an absolutely uncastable spell. What is it about when the opponent plays a land destruction spell, you can't top deck a land? Is that a new conspiracy theory? Okay, they got some critters. If we draw land here, Languish is awesome. We know they don't have land on top of their deck, or they would have played it. Beautiful. And see that land destruction spell they cast? It definitely could have been like another ramp card, right? And then they'd be casting Etali by now. Oh man, Invoke Despair is gonna catch us right back up. What a card. Now their Bard class is gone. Their Domri is gone. And they're still on 4 lands. They finally topped 1. But now we're drawing 2 cards a turn. We're getting set up good, but where do we want to go from here? If we attack their hand, I think that's a very powerful angle to take. Because we've got a lot of things that we can drop. I'm actually going to drop the Sheoldred. Just don't think it's very impactful here. They drop a Leveler, that's fine. All right, let's tutor up what? What works against Etali? Actually, we're going to get Breach, because that's what our deck does. We fill their graveyard, then we'd use both sides of Sheoldred. We've got a Kogla. Okay. Well, that in the graveyard is fun. Nothing in their hand, so this is an easy make you sacrifice.
Haven't you ever heard of
We could play the Liliana. I think we just want more mana. Regrowth should be fun. The discard. The discard is interesting. I think it's... No, it's going to be the Tome. We don't need the cards. We'd rather hold up the Edict for whatever they play. And Emrakul is next turn. So here comes Etali. Let's see what goes on the stack. Relic, who cares? Forceful Cultivator, okay. Goodbye, Etali. Cultivator goes for land. All right, we got to get that Leveler out of there, but I have a plan. Actually, that'll be fun. We'll do that later. And then this. And that's game. Emrakul still living up to her name, the Promised End. We're on the play with a ramp spell, so I'll keep it. We have Invoke Despair, but we can't cast it unless we draw more black sources. I will put faith in the deck to provide these mythical black sources. Our opponent's Vorinclex, so we've got a 5-mana Praetor Showdown from the new set. Who will emerge victorious? Mind Spike you. Into the north. Out of there. Slow down. Trying to get all rampy up in here. Oh, once upon a time, huh? And the boots are here. There's another swamp. Here's a pristine talisman. Guess what? I tap for mana and a life. What's with this Dopiary Stomper? Everybody's got this. Is it a swamp? It is not. So 5 mana, jelly. The sacrifice effect getting around boots is really good too. If the opponent awakens the woods though, things get a lot tougher. Nope, it's Vorinclex. The Castle Garenbrig floats a mana, but it can only be used for creatures. Can't equip with that. Can't equip with that. Nope, doesn't work. Got him. All right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We could play the Navigation Orb and get some more swamps, but then if we do that, our opponent will get a chance to do all kinds of nasty things with Vorinclex. What is it, 8 mana? So this is 6, 7. They can't transform Vorinclex, but if they cast Awaken the Woods, they can definitely protect Vorinclex from a sacrifice effect. I really, honestly hate not getting used the Navigation Orb here and missing a land drop, but I think this is right. All we have to do is draw another black source, and the Invoke Despair works, and that's a big deal. Invasion of Ikoria for 3 with a mana up for the boots. So they get Llanowar Tribe. That makes a lot of mana. They equip it, they swing. All right, come on, Swamp. Invoke Despair. Bingo.
Fun when they hit back.
We can also play Liliana and minus that, but then we lose Sheoldred. Not fine. Got some land. Do we hold this back? If the opponent goes Vorinclex, it's 7. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now. So they go land, Vorinclex, equip, attack. Transform this into that dinosaur. But then we play Liliana and make them sacrifice all of it. So I guess that's how we want them to spend their turn. Some point I gotta get the Karn down to shut these boots off. Oh, they're playing around it. Didn't expect that. Did not expect that. So maybe now is where we play the Karn. Turn off the boots, power up the Talisman, have a blocker. All right, the boots are off. Would I rather play the arena though? Like right now they can't kill this. They can take it to 1. That's kind of risky. All right, so not powering up the Talisman. And dropping the arena. City's Blessing acquired. They do have a ton of mana. Oh no! You monster! All right, let's see what they do to me. -2 for nothing, sure. Yeah. Now, do they leave it in the graveyard, and can I draw a way to get it back? If they don't leave it in the graveyard, we need a way to get it back. We need a way to get it back. We can take out Emrakul from this spot. They play the orb. They're probably going to search and fail to find, right? Could be a lot worse, though. And they're leaving me Liliana. Now, Liliana just hits the 1/1s, unless we draw another way. Okay. They also tapped my Talisman, so they gave me a life. Ha ha ha. Scammed. That was horrible. Oh, just land right now? Against a 13-13? I mean, do I draw? Is that the play? Feels bad, man. All right, so 6, we get 1, and then 1 and 2. I really do want to like kick the relic, but I can only then play a tome. I guess I have an indestructible relic creature. And I take 13? It's really bad. All right, kick it. We try to scry our way out of this? Good lord. What a flood at the wrong time. Yeah. Yeah. Do they have the mana to transform it? I think they do here. But if that's all that they do, maybe they'll whiff. I think I saw an Ulamog and a Kogla. I mean, fight me. Not afraid of you. Yeah, attack that invasion. All right, how do we clear such a board? Ugin, what do you do? Basically nothing. Need to clear all this, and then making them sacrifice some of this can start becoming useful. Okay. Only one indestructible thing over there, right? And the Dreadhorde General? Do I have enough mana? 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, I get back the Sheoldred. I get back Sheoldred. Perfect. Perfect.
Some solutions must be built.
Get it! Get it! Let's go! I mean, well, am I playing Liliana here? Distribute 7 counters among any number of creatures you control. Let's go. Have the best turn possible, right? What are they gonna do? They're green. You don't scare me. We got their Ulamog, we got their Emrakul. Now, next turn they get to fight, so we gotta watch out for whatever they play, but Liliana can manage it. Leveler, gross. Maybe I shouldn't have played the Liliana.
No defeat. What a drag.
Power Stone acquired. Kami, okay. Wait, we get to transform Sheoldred. We can take the Leveler at least to the graveyard. But then they can unearth it. What? What? Who dis? Who dat? Okay then. Okay. What are we doing? What's going on? So next turn, until end of turn, creatures you control gain this fights target creature you don't control. If we attack with this, nah, it's not that good. All right, so roar. Rar or rar? Ra? Ra. Ra. Kill it. You get no Power Stone. Pog. Hold back because they are probably going to be attacking us with a Leveler. Transform. Like toys in the 80s, baby. All right, kill it. And pass it. All right, see if the opponent can get out of this. Now, does this have that ability? No, it doesn't. I should know that, but it never came up before. Usually when you get through the whole saga, the opponent is dead. Ah, they're doing it again. What else could you have in there that could scare me? Wait, can they just get... Okay, it has to be from the cards they milled. They got an 0-1 and a 6-6 that fights. Love it. Would you like to double the counters on it? Nice. Poor zombie. All right, they didn't bring back the Leveler. But we have a Leveler. Languish. Land. Discard 3 cards, then mill 3 cards. Sundering Titan. All right, I think it's straightforward. They are at 5, but opponents get tricksy. Let's draw. You never know. Eldest Reborn. Okay, sure. Get your 0-1. Never send a frickin' construct to do a Skyclave Relic's job. Bang. Get him. Momentous fall. Disgusting. Where's Sheoldred when you need him? Okay, fresh 6, gain 6 for the opponent, but they take exactly 11. Yes. And no, they couldn't block first, then fall because they had to respond to the leveler's ability. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, probably lethal. Let's keep it. See if they can stomach the turn 1 Thoughtseize. Jorkadine, first Gold Warden. Trample when it attacks, +X until end turn. X is the number of equipped creatures you control. If the power is 4 or greater, draw a card. Deceptively good card, actually, because you usually put 1 equipment on it and it's big enough to draw a card on its own. Our opponent has Strangle, we don't care. Batter Fist, it's a creature, we can kill it. The Whip is probably the best card here. So we'll take that. Honestly, not the best Thoughtseize because all the cards are about a flat power level, but that's equipment for you. Ooh, what are we going to Grim Tutor? What are we going to Grim Tutor? I love to get Breach the Multiverse, but it's so far away. Solemn? Maybe it's not as far away as I think. Do we just kill it or do we wait for the opponent to equip something? I think we wait. Because I didn't see a protection spell. Now, if they drew one, we're definitely punishing ourselves here. But we want to get them to commit their mana. Pew pew. Remember, it is whenever it attacks it gets the bonus, but may as well do it now. You're going to have to try harder than that. Batter Fist. For Mirrodin. All right. Solemn. So if they have the land, they can replay their commander, but it dies to our Sheoldred. I can strangle the Solemn, but then I draw a card. Lelia. Lelia, I do believe I failed you. All right. That's a different song, but don't worry about it. Just vibing over here. I don't have to be correct to have fun. I'm not like you nerds. I'm built different. Kill it. Kill it all. Now we have a 4/5. Got to get the opponent's graveyard up to 8, and we have a long way to go. Jorkadine is back, but dies to Eldest Reborn because equipment decks get clowned. That's what they do. I'm sorry. They just lose. It's so sad, but it's so true. They're trying so hard. Wizards is going to print cards till they win, and still. Like, name a set that hasn't had an equipment card in like the last year. It just doesn't happen. They keep printing equipment-based rares, and still. All right, that card in your hand, it's gotta go. There you go. All right, this is Professor Onyx. How you doing?
The essence of this is my favorite part.
And I'll just hold back and make the opponent get around Shelly. And even if they do, we get Professor Onyx back with the Eldest Reborn. They gave it Menace. Yep, reads the Eldest Reborn. Feels bad. They do get this sweet treasure token. And there's an expensive commander for them. I know, I've been doing all this taunting, but they're still in the game. Should I be worried? Let's ramp up some more. Hunter's Enclave. Let's go Professor Onyx. Hedron Archive Duress. Guess we'll go with the Archive. Let's play the land. Let's play the Archive. Into the Signet. Into the Connections. And let's see what the opponent can do. They get a turn here, or they might be able to cause some chaos. And I'm probably going to Grim Tutor for Breach the Multiverse. We have enough mana here to cast it all in one turn now. Yeah, I think they get to draw 2 cards too. Or no, it's the plus is the number of equipped creatures. It's just draw 1 card. Yeah, go get her. They draw the card. This has Menace. Let's go ahead and kill it. Kind of want them to kill Solemn to be real. Liliana dies a hideous death. But Breach the Multiverse will probably bring her right back. Mutavault. Land. Let's power up. I will Inquisition just to see what's going on before we make our move. A land. Oh god. Oof. Okay. Breach the Multiverse. A lot of good options there, by the way. This is the one that fills the graveyard, so both sides of Sheoldred turn on. All right, Professor Onyx, come on home. And on this side, we have a Ragavan. We have a Ranger Captain that will whiff. Geez. Is it weird that I want the Arm Scavenger? Take the monkey, it's funny. Liliana Vess.
Sorry, you don't make the grade.
Smash. Opponent is committed to playing it out. I will give them that. We are at 10 life. Let's see if they can somehow pull together 10, well, I guess 13 damage attacking. Don't need the Sign in Blood. They're gonna Season Pyromance. They're gonna power up a Mutavault. Are they gonna equip things to it? Maybe give it a little menace? Yeah, there you go. Oops. And that's where they draw the line. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We go first with no ramp. Nope, that will not do. We're up against Olivia, which means we probably have time. So this hand is a lot better. We get to bank bust it up. Olivia, Crimson Bride, Reanimator in the command zone. I like Croxa and Kunaros a lot better for that. You get more colors, but Olivia dangerous. Oh, that Thoughtseize. Taking the Bank Buster really hurts. They take the heart instead. Wow, maybe they have a way to kill the Bank Buster? I know ramp is all the rage in Historic Brawl, but don't think it's better than a Bank Buster here. Unless they plan to attack me much more aggressively than I expect. Bit of reunion. What do they have to discard? Is it Grizzlebrand? It's Bone Shards. Okay, no issues yet. Let's drop the arena right on time. We do need some instant speed removal, or Olivia and her minions will punch us very hard. The amount of haste that this card puts up is nauseating. I guess we'll draw now, because we might hit a ramp card. Okay, we hit a ramp card, but it's too much mana. Right idea. Anything from our opponent? Nothing for instant speed, not yet. Pillage. Okay, they're gonna have the mana, and they have Sheoldred in the yard. We need to at least pose like we have removal here. There's a cut down, it's not good enough. So I think we just play the Caravan and say go, and hold up like we've got it. We've totally got it. Now the cool thing about Olivia, if you're playing Rakdos, of course you can have all the best discard effects in your deck, right? So you can make sure they don't have removal for Olivia when you play her, but our opponent's just going for it. No fear. So they can get a Sheoldred back and attack me for 9. But if we kill the Olivia, then the Sheoldred gets exiled. Oh, so close. Oh, I'm mad. I'm a little salty about that. We have nothing to sacrifice to the Sheoldred, though, so this doesn't feel too bad. And we have Go for the Throat ready for the next time they try these shenanigans. We get a Spike. We get a Swarm. All right, we're on 7. We play Liliana and make them sack 2 creatures. That would feel really good, but then we'd be open. Now they can't play Liliana the very next turn. So maybe what I'm supposed to do is draw and then play Lily, but then if I minus Lily after drawing, I could also feed the Swarm, but God, 6 life here is nasty, especially with an arena out here and no way to gain life on the field and a bitter reunion on the opponent's side. Let's spike them and see what we see. We lose 2 life for this too. It's very painful. Yeah, what's coming after us once we deal with this? Axe and cruelty. We'll take the cruelty. Axe isn't that bad. We're down to 11. I think we have to take a chance here. We've got a Liliana Dreadhorde General these.
Let us march into battle and make new comrades. Battle to the grave.
So, do they still exile Sheoldred? That's important. Now, these might be creatures, which is terrifying with the bitter reunion and our life total. Alright, Sheoldred does not get exiled. Gotta stop paying life. The opponent has 5 cards in graveyard. Ancient Copper Dragon. Oh, but will they hit us and roll the d20, or will they hit Liliana? Good lord, though. Yeah, you definitely hit me. Oh my god. Hey, 15 treasures! This is fine. Everything's fine. Rixmati Reveler? Okay. Discard Villas? You can cast Villas, you maniac. What? We go to 4. We go to 4. There's a Sorin. That can make a lifelinker. Okay. God, they have so much mana to cast and recast Olivia. We have to have the go for the throat for that. So what can we do? If we make the lifelinker, they just kill it with the lightning axe. Cut down can hit the Reveler. So Eldest Reborn, cut down. And then we have 2 mana up for go for the throat. Sack it. So we can guess these other 2 cards are either lands or creatures. They haven't missed a land drop, so we hope that they're just lands and not big hasty monsters to go with the Olivia.
Easy to find in war.
But starting next turn, we have to make the vampires, because if we don't gain life, we're just going to lose. All right, Olivia. Wait till it goes to combat. If we do it now, they just cast her again with all these treasures. And by the way, they're going to cast her again next turn, too. Whoa, the Fury of a Comb! Wait, okay, let them get rid of treasures. That's good for us. So they're supposed to play the land after this combat. Not that they need to. I guess I should let it reanimate. And then, well, I mean, I guess not, because maybe some of those things, just having them on the battlefield is too dangerous. Yeah, you want to kill this, please? Please kill it? Please? Yes? Maybe? Yes? No? Okay. Arena. Invoke Despair. Inquisition. Discard a card. They discard a Noxious Gear Hulk. What do they have left? They can still recast Olivia. My god. How do I survive? Should probably kill this. So that is an Invoke Despair. And I also get some draws at those instant speed removal spells again. But then I have to play Sorin. I have to draw an untapped land, and I have to play Sorin and make the vampire. Thoughtseize, okay. Oh wait, Swamp Walk if they get Sheoldred, right? Ugh, I don't think I can win. I don't think I have a shot in hell. Let's see if they can find the line, though. Make them do it.
necessary to set it.
Yeah, go ahead. Axe it right now. 6 mana. Spend 6 mana to axe it. Damn it. How about that ancient copper dragon, huh? That hit just ruined everything. Let's see what they get. Sheoldred again has Swamp Walk. I cannot block it. Okay. Okay. They might target the wrong thing. They targeted the right thing. I hate them. Oh, man. 15 treasures. Also, 1 card away from drawing that Go for the Throat the first time, so that would never happen. Good God. I think I just keep for the treasure map against Kaya because they're all removal and I am Sheoldred, a way to kill Kaya in the command zone, make them sacrifice it, gets around the hexproof. So yeah, as long as we get to treasure map up and hit our lands, we should be able to play a good game, and they didn't make me discard the map. So everything is good right now. Can you imagine Thoughtseize on the map in that hand? Oh God. Well, okay. Battle of the Artifact Gamers. All you got? Where's your Bank Buster? Zoran, sure. It's a good keep. Not gonna play it yet, though. Or am I? I'm a little worried about like a Cleansing Nova or some effect like that, a Farewell, so I just want to get all the value I can out of these before they do anything about it. Okay, Sad Robot, sure. I would love for that card to be mine. I'll keep the land. We need it. Idle. Keep it coming. Game is gonna heat up. Trust me. Just gotta wait for it. That Field of Ruin's a problem. This is a problem. But they're going to chapter 1. Maybe I can find my Invoke Despair. They've got some choices to make. Some very big choices. If they don't take the Ugin, though, we just blow up their cruelty. So that, yeah, they have to take that. No attack. All right, no more land. Enough is enough. They did tap the Field of Ruin, so we're going to get a chance to draw. Arena, sure. Key to the Archive. We should see if we find a card that kills that Cruelty of Gix. None of these kill that Cruelty of Gix. But this will definitely catch them a little off guard. If we're going to do that anyway, should we play the Arena? I think I should play the Arena. Let's get it going as soon as possible. So what are they going to search for? Probably some way to attack my hand, get the Emrakul. A counterspell could save it. They won't see it coming. Unless they get a discard spell and just duress me. But yeah, you have your whole library in Kaya. What do you search for? I told you. Well, they have to take the counterspell, so don't use it. And just burn your treasures. All right, Emrakul at 10. Happens next turn. They pass. We get a Fatal Push and a Talisman. This is going to go off. There's nothing in the graveyard for it to get. They have 4 mana open. Am I supposed to play Emrakul here? If they have some way to make me sacrifice it, the Cruelty gets it for them. And that is so bad. There are probably better things I could be doing. Like, patience might go a long way, especially if we have the mana to, like, cast Kaya and somehow annihilate their own board with it. I think they're going to blow up the Cove, too, so we're not going to get another chance to use it. So let's use it now. Because they have the Field of Ruin open. Thoughtseize. Ooh, that helps. Vanishing Verse, Kaya's Wrath, Farewell. Oh my god. Yeah, Farewell can go. Thank you. Holy crap. Vanishing Verse hits Soren. Alright. We'll just play a Soren here. Get it versed.
Out of my way.
Reveal a Karn. That's pretty good. We could sack a treasure to play that now. It's also good with the talisman. They have a way to just kill it? No. No, they do not. There goes the map. Could kill the Solemn, but you don't want them to draw a card with it.
Awaken.
Yep. Goodbye, Soren. Thanks for trying. Had to get through that somehow. Royalty gets nothing. Map is turned off. 6 mana for the opponent. Now we can do this. Actually, no. Just let Karn take it. Karn can take it. We'd rather draw a card with this treasure. Elspeth? Sure. I'm sure you're plussing for a little critter. Okay. Onyx. Scoopsies. Oopsie scoopsies. Maybe it's starting to occur to them. We didn't quite get there, but the end game of playing Sheoldred and then transforming Sheoldred gets really nasty, and of course Emrakul is about to wreck them. On the draw against Nixilis, Captive Kingpin, the new one. This hand doesn't have an answer to Nixilis really, at least not on curve, but our commander might be able to do it. It does have an answer to a Ragavan and a ramp spell. So if we like take their Arcane Signet, or if we kill their Ragavan, that's pretty good. So I guess we're supposed to keep it on the draw. Mountain. Looting, not Ragavan. Feed the Swarm, huh? Alright, let's spike them. And the ramp card, we did it. And these might be creatures. Fortunately, no ramp card of my own. Reveals all non-creature, non-land. So they're creatures or lands. Brushstroke. It's a pretty good draw. But that artist can go. Immediately it can go. We could also nail the Brushstroke. I don't think that's important though. This is a way that we can kill Ob, and that's more important than the Brushstroke. It's not like they're going to generate a ton of blood. Oh, they're just running you out there, huh? That kind of a game. Sure, I'll play that game. I learned the hard way that that is not a game you want to get into with Nixilis Kingpin. Yes, they will kill it. This is not Commander. You don't play your commander and expect to have it live. Mayhem Devil? They get to ping something when they sack that blood token. And Kumano? Yep, playing out the hand now, aren't they? That's fine. That is totally fine. Here's Shelly. Unfortunately, we still have to kill Ob next turn, and we don't quite have the means. We have to top deck the land. But if they use up their pinging stuff right now, that's good for us. They are also going to be at 7 cards in graveyard. If one more card ends up in the graveyard, we can transform Sheoldred. That's a big deal. They also need the untapped land to play Ob. So let's see if they've got it. Warlock class. Temple, it's a tap land. It happens. Scry to the top. Warlock class fills the graveyard. If they activate it, Sheoldred is online. And we did hit the untapped land, so we're doing good. What do we play? There's going to be a 2-2. Take him down to 22. Dreadhorde General. Meek Creature.
I hope you make this battle exciting. Putrid, but effective.
Kumano does mean that they exile if they bounce, but I mean, the opponent's not interested in seeing what happens with a Liliana Dreadhorde General on the field for multiple turns. They're out of here. Etali, Primal Conqueror, we go first! We will destroy them. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Haha. Do you submit? Turn Timber Symbiosis is a land. Hook can get rid of a Paradise Druid. The Gwenna is a little harder to remove. But Gwenna and Stomper occupy the same spot. Let's mana screw them. Just take the land. All right, will they play the Gwenna or the Stomper? If they play the Gwenna, we could punish them severely. Because, no wait, we can't. I was gonna say we just hook for 3, but we don't have the mana necessarily. So let's just keep the mana in check. See if we can just run them out of the game. And then next turn we'll Sheoldred whatever they play. So they'll go for the Stomper, which makes sense. Gotta be assertive against Etali, that's for sure. Dark Ritual will probably come in handy. Play the Beast Whisperer, I'll play a Sheoldred, it'll be great. Nope, they play Gwenna. Give it haste? No, give it haste. Karn, this isn't your game, is it? I attack. Feed the Swarm. Got ya. Ritual. You know what goes good with Sheoldred? Sheoldred. See if that tempo explosion can carry us through this game. We've got 2 turns until Etali. Oh yes, please cast some creatures for me. Maybe they plan to block. You know, I don't want them to chump with the Whisperer, so I'm going to make an enticing offer. They can kill this Cold Steel Heart if they want to. I actually want them to block this way. They take 1 from the Meat Hook Massacre, and they take 2 from every creature they play. Including that Questing Beast. You're at 6. Can you actually afford to attack me? I mean, I guess it has Vigilance, so the answer is yes, but this Whisperer needs to block. But they're so concerned with getting Karn off the table, but Karn's not doing anything. This is bizarre. They did it, though. All right. Now we just have to do this part right, and I think we've got them. Let's see. Let's draw. Maybe we'll draw something good. And then we don't attack with Sheoldred because the Death Toucher can block. This has Menace, so they go to 2. No dinosaurs. I just knocked my drink off the desk with that flourish. But no dinosaurs were cast on this day. Unless you count the Stomper. I take it back. No Etalis were cast on this day. Nobody exiled my cards and played them against me on this day. And we are back for a quick post-game wrap on Sheoldred. This deck is very fun, and it's not bad. It's also very frustrating for opponents, especially if they require their commanders to survive and don't run a lot of creatures to support them. Think of Kaya, the Intangible Slayer, for an example. I mean, when they think about how every time they play Kaya, it's just going to die, that must be pretty tough pill to swallow, especially for a giant hexproof commander. I went 6-2 with this deck and this version playing on my desktop. I play this one a lot on my iPad, so I know I've played a lot more games than that, and my honest take is like around 55 to 60%, a very kind of average win rate deck for an experienced player. But I do enjoy it. It feels like, it's weird to say a different take on mono black, but it kind of is, because you have to get all of your card draw and value from the deck, and then you get a lot of your removal and end game from your commander. So it feels like kind of mono black backwards. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. And of course, we get to play the big monsters, and we get to do demonic tutor type stuff in this deck. So we end up fetching Grizzlebrands and things like that, which feel extremely powerful, and it remind me a lot of the best parts of Commander, just the big go over the top mega battles. So I think that you would like it too. Like I said, don't expect to win like 80% of your games, because there are plenty of times where mono black fails when it just goes removal versus value, but you will beat decks sometimes in very long games that you don't expect to beat, and those feel very rewarding. So yeah, Sheoldred, awesome. Also, as for the future of Historic Brawl on the channel, we might do a lot more this week, because I'm waiting for those standard bans. But if you want updates on what I think will be banned, what should be banned, when I get faked out by bans, because apparently we had a pretty deep fake on a ban this week, check out CovertGoBlue, where I'll continue to make some ban speculation and standard talk videos. The videos over there are popping off in the last week, so thank you very much to everybody who's gone over there and subscribed. It means a lot to me. CovertGoBlue, because CovertGoBlue just sounded too silly. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I'll see you in the next video. You're cool.
Incoming transmission.
Cool kids, come in, cool kids. You're cool, so you can hear this. We don't have much time. Join me at CovertGoBlue HQ. Follow the coordinates on your screen to CovertGoBlue HQ. CovertGoBlue HQ is your ultimate destination for everything CGB. Get your playmats. Get your shark tokens. And get the first look at all new merchandise that CGB releases. There's even more that's on the way. Gear up with the only merch that's 100% certified by the one in Best of One. At the coolest place for the cool kids, CoolStuffInc.com. Head to CoolStuffInc.com/CGB. I'll see you at CovertGoBlue HQ. That's CovertGoBlue HQ.